Hello again, Dr. Dan Ritchie, president of the Functional Aging Institute. I'm back here with Laura Wilson of PowerPlate, and we're going to talk about neuromuscular issues, Parkinson's, maybe some balance disorders. How does the PowerPlate help with someone, even someone with such severe Parkinson's they can barely walk or even stand?
So a couple of things. First of all, it's hard to find any kind of modality that someone who is suffering, especially in those later stages from cerebral palsy, Parkinson's, etc., a modality where they can safely exercise, safely work.
Right.
And the PowerPlate can do that for a couple of reasons. We have a column that can hold on to it. When that platform is on, it's imperceptible that it's moving. And yet we can stimulate bone density, muscle mass, those kinds of things, which we know that they need. But more importantly, the reason we see such significant impact on neurological diseases is because whole body vibration actually stimulates that neurological synapse to talk to the muscle.
Right.
And that's the reconnection that needs to happen with these neurological diseases to help control the tremors or to help reconnect mind and body.
Yeah, I think one of the huge frustrations for people, especially with Parkinson's, some of these other neurologicals, they're like, I want to squat, I want to lunge, I want to do the exercise movement, but I can't get my brain to tell my muscles to do what I want it to do. And now here, the brain and the muscles start to communicate better, right? And so now when we get some simple movements, we get a lot more muscle activity, right? And it might be really, really difficult for someone with Parkinson's to do 10 squats and do 10 squats well.
Right.
But if they do 10 squats on here, they're worth so much more. And so talk a little bit about just the enhanced benefit even of like 8 to 10 minutes on here for someone with neurological issues or for someone who's even a fall risk, right?
Yeah.
How do we get good quality work in a short amount of time?
So when we are working on the floor, science has shown us that we can do about 1 to 2 neurological connections and 1 to 2 muscle activations per second. When we work on top of the plate, we're getting 30 to 35 per second of that muscular neurological connection. So you can see in a much shorter amount of time, you're going to get a massive amount of stimuli for both the brain as well as the body, and it's subconscious. It is a reflexive muscle action. So that disconnect that has happened perhaps in a neurological patient or just the person who's looking to prevent falls, A, is going to be subconscious. They don't have to think about it. It's happening automatically. But B, we can do so many more in a much shorter period of time.
Right.
So we don't have to train for 30 minutes. We don't have to train for even 20 minutes. You can shorten it to 5 to 10.
And that's huge because if it's so fatiguing, if I have Parkinson's, I always say this is one of the challenges. I want to exercise, but it's so exhausting to just walk across the room, right? And now you want me to exercise for 30 minutes? It's like, oh my goodness. So 10, 12, 15 minutes on here, we can get a huge bang for our buck for these clients. So if you have clients struggling with neurological issues, Parkinson's, this is a great piece of equipment for them. And you guys have more research on your website. So I just encourage you, click the link through our equipment tab, check out what PowerPlate has, check out some of the research on Parkinson's and stroke recovery and some of the people that they're having that brain to muscle connection problem. This really helps, and it helps in just a short amount of time, right? So that client who's like, I can't work out for an hour.
Right.
You don't have to, just give me 10, 12 minutes, right? And we will start to gradually improve that mind-body connection. So again, Dan from Functional Aging Institute, we really want you to check out more of what the PowerPlate has for your clients, how it can help people with these conditions. So just click the link through our equipment tab.